Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today we're going to look at a inexpensive, dare I say cheap, mechanical pencil. These were purchased at my local Kroger store in their school supply area, and I wanted to include this in our look at school supply season 2022, in particular because a couple people asked me to do more mechanical pencils, which I always say, not a fan per se. I understand why some people like to use them. My personal preference is for a wood pencil, but a lot of people don't like to sharpen pencils. They don't like all of the seemingly more maintenance involved with a wooden pencil, and like the ease of a mechanical pencil. Now, that said, there are a million mechanical pencils out there, and I'm not going to make any attempt to look at them all, but this one I picked up because you got 12 in a pack for $1.99. So this was less than $2 for this package of 12. I will say Bic makes pencils, an evolution pencil, which is a resin extruded pencil, which is awful, which I do not like, and I do not recommend. It is a terrible pencil in every way. It writes poorly, it sharpens even worse, and so I'm going to see how Bic does with a cheap mechanical pencil. So here's what they say. It's the #1 selling mechanical pencil. Bic Xtra Smooth, dark writing, erases cleanly. 10 plus 2, so you get 12 mechanical pencils. The lead is a 0.7 millimeter, #2, perfect for standardized tests. It shows a little illustration there. On the back, what does the back tell us? Always ready, sharp, and accurate. Bic #2 mechanical pencils are the smart choice at test time, perfect for standardized tests. #2 lead, 0.7 millimeter. Lead advances quickly and easily. Smooth dark writing. Smooth writing lead does not smudge and erases cleanly. Copyright 2021. We remember our Roman numerals, right, folks? And one thing I said, okay, these are made in France, which is, of course, where Bic is located, is headquartered. They have a performance policy here if you're not satisfied. Anyways, there it is. Okay. Now, they had a couple color variations in that all the pencils have this sort of black and clear barrel, but the clips, and some were bright, more pastels, and I went with sort of these more neonish, I guess, for lack of a better word, color. So let me open the package here, and we will slip one out. Okay, so here it is. The barrel is clear plastic, hexagonal. You can see that there is inside the barrel, there is the inner part of the pencil, which is a black plastic tube. Here's the eraser. You know, these are non-refillable, by the way. So I don't know if there's a way to put more lead in here. Perhaps somebody knows. This is one of my issues with these pencils. The waste. You know, you go into the school supply aisles this time of year, and you see thousands, and you just multiply it into millions and millions of mechanical pencils like this and pens, and you have to ask, where does all this plastic go when these are used up or discarded? They go in the trash. It goes in the trash mostly. It really does. I mean, let's just be honest about it. And it just, you know, I can empty my pencil sharpener out in the compost pile. All right. So this is, I'm just saying, this is an issue with these these disposable mechanical pencils. I know there are nicer mechanical pencils that you can use forever that are refillable, and that's a whole other story. I'm talking about these cheap ones. Okay, rant is over. So it does depress here, and the lead does advance, so you can see that. Okay, now they say smooth writing, erases cleanly. Let's see if that is the case. All right. Okay, some observations. It does write relatively smoothly. There is a little bit of a scratch, but overall, at least on this paper, I find that the core does write smoothly. I have written with many other pencils, wood pencils, that are not this smooth. So, Bic, if you would make a wood pencil with this kind of core, you might win some people over, because I would write with this over one of those Bic Evolution pencils any day. That said, I wish that this came in a 0.9 or larger. This is a bit thin for my personal tastes, but I know I talk to a lot of people who actually like a finer core, a finer line with a ballpoint pen, with a pencil. So, you know, while this isn't super fine, like a 0.5, 0.7 is probably, you know, kind of halfway. And so maybe that's why they went with it. Okay. we got a little smudge. Again, a number 2 smudge. There it is. Now, let's talk about, it does say that it does not smudge, so you can see that's not true. All right, it does smudge. I'm going to, this is sort of weird because as you press down on the eraser, it depresses the lead advancement mechanism, so it's kind of hard to erase. But here's the work of the attached eraser. It does okay. Let's try a Pentel. Better, as expected. Pink Carnation. Better. A Milan. Yep. Not a Raj. Nice. Magic Rub. Oh, what else do we have? A mini softie. Okay. So I'll say this about the core. It is erasable. For sure. Again, the eraser attached to the pencil, and this is what happens when you erase with it. You know, you're pressing down on this as you're erasing, and the lead is coming out the top. So that's a pain to have those things kind of work in tandem like that. But it's a solid B in terms of its erasability. Loses a little points because the attached eraser is not great, but does a pretty good job overall. Whoop. It's a fairly comfortable pencil to hold. So, there it is. So, a inexpensive mechanical pencil by Bic, writes fairly smooth, has a nice tone. It's a lot of plastic, a lot of waste, but again, I'm trying to not let too much of my personal biases come into play here. But overall, you know, if you want a mechanical pencil, I don't think you could go too far wrong with this, if this is the kind of pencil you like, because it does write well. Again, I wish the I wish the core was a little bit thicker for my taste, but there it is. So, thank you for watching. If you like what I do here, please share, like, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.